Hi, I'm Marty Nimko. The Nobel Prize is awarded in 6 categories: physics, chemistry, physiology, peace, economics, and literature. Well, nothing is more central to human happiness and achievement than psychology. Is not a person who makes a contribution to reducing, let alone preventing or curing, for example, depression or schizophrenia or developmental delays, as worthy of a Nobel Prize as is, for example, an economist? For example, Robert Merton and Myron Scholes won a Nobel Prize in economics, quote, for a new method to determine the value of derivatives, end quote. Physicists have received a Nobel Prize for discovery of likely only theoretical import. For example, in 2020, a Nobel Prize in physics went to Reinhard Genzel and Andrea Ghez, quote, for the discovery of a supermassive compact object at the center of our galaxy, end quote. Yet progress in psychology, from behaviorism to cognitive therapy to antidepressants, goes unrecognized. The 2020 winner of the Nobel Prize for Literature went to Louise Gluck, a poet. To the extent her impact can be estimated by her number of readers, the Amazon rank of her best-selling book, The Wild Iris, is, as of this writing, 14,401, with number 1 being highest. Is it not likely that preeminent psychology researchers are having at least equal impact? Consider, for example, Lisa Feldman Barrett, who integrates philosophy, social psychology, and biology to understand human emotion. Carol Gilligan is a pioneer in understanding girls' and women's moral development. Steven Pinker, the Harvard professor and public intellectual, makes the case for optimism in his best-selling books, and his forthcoming book is Rationality. Ian Deary, Simon Cox, and W. David Hill study the biological basis of cognition. Jonathan Haidt studies the moral roots of liberals and conservatives, of religion, and of capitalism, all of which these days have grown in importance. Psychology is a field that's ripe for breakthrough. As we learn, for example, ever more about the biology of mental illness, it feels likely that sooner than later a major discovery will be made. It seems appropriate that such a discoverer be honored with a Nobel Prize. Of course, the Nobel Prize is but one way that excellence is recognized. In everyday life, many people view the field of psychology as somehow lesser than the, quote, hard sciences, chemistry, biology, and physics, and their related fields, mathematics and computer science. Even the interdisciplinary field of cognitive science, which merges so-called hard science with psychological theory and practice, lacks the aforementioned prestige. In fact, many of today's psychology researchers use abundance of hard science, but appropriately must, in addition, consider the subjective and ineffable feelings, plus the multitudinous environmental as well as the genetic factors that affect human behavior, human thought, and human emotions. Therefore, does not psychological research deserve at least equal status to a hard science? Even economics research is accorded more status, even though there's some truth to the old joke, ask 5 economists and you'll get 6 answers. The takeaway? Long-standing beliefs are hard to change. Perhaps that's at least true in this case because psychology's roots are associated with Freud, whose name is still widely seen as the psychology person, even though many of his theories have been widely discredited. For example, today most of us scoff at Freud's insistence that our adult behavior is heavily governed by our toilet training, by penis envy, and that we're all repressing our desire to have sex with our parent, and that the solution, if any, is years of Freudian psychoanalysis. Yet Freudian theory continues to color the field of psychology's popular perception. But it has been more than a century since Freud published his most influential work. It's time to give today's, and especially tomorrow's, psychology its due, both in our thoughts and in those of the Nobel Prize Committee. One guy's opinion, at least. In any event, I thank you for watching. I'm Marty Nemko. I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments and especially like you to hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. And in any event, I do thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.